Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, November 30th, 2015 on a Monday as we get ready to close up November and head into December. Alright traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, cloudy skies, looks like the sun's trying to come out. We'll see what happens on a Monday. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. If you would, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, great to be with you. Got some charts to look at, some trade plans, and as I say, I call it Observation Monday. It's going to be pretty interesting. We'll get to some of that stuff in just a second. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006. 2008, retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, I'm in my 8th year, and I'm still in Thailand. Absolutely love trading in Asia, love living in Asia. It's a great way for a second career, and having a great time. I do trade the Forex markets every trading day that the markets are open, and I start early in the morning and I end late at night. No, I don't sit in front of my computer all that time. I do get to go out and move about. That's the nice thing about modern technology. Smartphones, iPhones, iPads, all that stuff. You can get your charts on the run. That's the main thing. All right, so I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities to win trades, and the way I do that is through fundamental analysis, of course, and knowing what's coming out as far as data. I don't trade the numbers. In other words, I don't trade the news alert, the news when it comes out. I trade about 30 or 40 minutes later, and of course, I love being a technician. I love trading the charts. That's looking at candlesticks, price action, price structure. I use the Fibonacci tool quite a bit. I like harmonics, and I like the Ikimoku indicator also. All right, that's just a little bit about myself. Let's get over to the legal stuff and get that out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most importantly, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, let's head over to news and commentary. Let's take a look at the indices. How they closed at the close of Friday in New York, and it was a half day because of Thanksgiving holiday. That holiday's out of the way, so we got about another good 2 weeks of trading ahead before we get into our Christmas slowdown. So the Dow 30 closed negative 0.08%, the S&P 500 closed positive 0.06%, and the Nasdaq closed positive 0.22%, and the small cap 2000 closed positive 0.46%. Let's take a look over at the Eurozone. The DAX closed negative 0.24%. The CAC 40 closed negative 0.32%. And the FTSE 100 out of London closed negative 0.28%. The Eurostoxx 50 out of Frankfurt closed negative 0.32%. Traders, let's head on over to Asia. Now remember that these countries are currently trading as the Asian markets are open. The Nikkei 225 is currently in the red at negative 0.35%. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 0.47%. The China A50 is negative 0.24%. The Hang Seng out of Hong Kong is negative 0.83%. And the Kospi out of Seoul is negative 1.32%. As we look at the markets right now. All right, let's talk about some data, what's coming up today. I think we need to be aware of what's happening today. We do not have any high impact data coming out today, but we have a lot of medium impact data coming out today. We had some Aussie data come out earlier. It did move a little bit on the charts, not too much. Right at the moment, we have Bank of Japan Governor Kuroda is speaking. And an hour before the London Open, we have German retail sales, medium impact. We have German prelim CPI month on month, and that is all-day event in the Euro session. Let's see. Looks like we've got net lending to individuals out of the Great British Pound 90 minutes into the London session. Coming into before and during the New York session, we have media impact CAD current account. And out of the U.S., we have Chicago PMI and pending home sales out of the U.S. It looks like tomorrow's Asia session doesn't look too bad. It looks like we have some building approvals coming out of the Aussie land. That's what it looks like there. That building approvals tomorrow in Asia. 24 hours from now. All right, so commentary is we have a great week ahead. I think today's going to be pretty interesting as it is the end of the month. I would expect we're going to see some people position squaring wrapping up for the month. and profit taking. So we'll just be alert to that. And I call it Observation Monday, and we just want to keep an eye on what's going on around us. If we take trades, we want to be on it. We don't want to be walking the dog or going to the mall shopping unless you got something that you can watch those charts until you break even. It could be a flip-floppy kind of a day, so we'll just keep an eye on that as we go through it. So let's head on over to the charts. This is the euro dollar. Folks, this is in a nice downtrend. It's really just continues to move down and move back up. And that was on Friday. And what we're looking for now is I really need this to, I missed this entry. This was probably at the Asia Open, which is about 5 a.m. my time, Bangkok time. And that would be 1700 hours on Wall Street. And, it was at a pretty decent price where we could have gotten in. But I need this to pull back up to the daily pivot at 1.0596, and we'll take profit at the S1 pivot point at 1.0566. So a nice 30 pip trade on the euro dollar. And if it continues to go, we'll just let it go. But, we need some, I don't want to enter it here, right? We're coming into support. So we need this to give us a pullback or break out of this range. As you can see left of the chart, it is pretty significant support there. All right, let's take a look at the pound dollar. Pound dollar is in a nice down move also. And again, we just need our pullback to 1.5052. And again, we'll take our profits at the S1 pivot at 1.5014. So, we're looking at a nice almost 40 pip trade there, depending on where we get in. And like I said, we just need this to pull back to that daily pivot point and give us our entry so we can take this to the downside. Now, I want to short this, absolutely. If it comes all the way up to the R1, that's fine. I'll wait for it to go to the 200 exponential moving average and the R1. I do not have a problem with that, and that looks like that's at about 50.90, 50.95, and we can short it from there also. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Aussie had a couple of red candles here. That was probably from their data. They had some medium impact data came out today in the Asia session. I'm just waiting for a total pullback on here. Don't know if we're going to get it. We're just going to have to see what happens here. Nothing to do with the Aussie at the moment. I wouldn't do anything until London Open. I would not enter any trades till London Open on a Monday. So there's no more data coming out today, but we do have BOJ Kuroda speaking. I think he's probably still speaking. He started about 45 minutes ago. So I expect him to continue to talk for some time. That's what's going on with the Aussie. Just want to sell it, my friend. Sell it. Euro Aussie in congestion sideways, really some minimal price action on Friday, and we want this to pull up to this R1 pivot at 1.4757. We've got to be break even by the time we get to that daily pivot point, because if you look left to the chart, you got a 200 exponential moving average right under it, and you got a lot of price action there, and we're going to get a bounce there. So we need to be break even by the time we get down to that 47.10 area, which would be 30 plus pips away. So that's what we want. So we want this to pull back up to that daily R1, and we'll take profit at support as marked on the chart at 1.4656. Doesn't look like a bad trade at all. The Euro Aussie is a great pair to trade when it's definitely in its trending mode. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. The Euro Yen decided to wake up a little bit over on Friday and today. So what we have here is we have prices below the daily pivot. We want this to pull back to the daily pivot at 129.96. You notice I put a star on the chart. That's because we have a gap. And the gap was filled with that spike. However, it wouldn't surprise me if price comes back up to that and tests the 200 exponential moving average at 130.20. So that could happen, and it wouldn't surprise me at all. No matter where, and I normally don't talk about stops, but no matter where we enter this trade out, we're going to have to place our stop above the 200 exponential moving average. So we want this to pull back as far as possible, and we want to take profit at our support at 129.67. So this is a 30 pip trade depending on where we get in, and we'll just ride this maybe to the downside, and it looks like pretty good opportunities here on the Euro Yen. All right, let's take a look at one of my favorites also is the New Zealand dollar. Very bearish, just stair-stepping away here. Again, we just need this to pull back up to the daily pivot point at 0.6538, and we'll sell this down to the S2 reversal pivot at 0.6487. Folks, you can't see it on this slide, but if you opened up this on a 30-minute chart, you'll see that there's some support left of the chart there. But it is basically a wide open space to the downside at the moment, and if we can get this to pull back and give us an entry, I think we have a nice ride to the downside. This can be a very nice trade today. The trick to this is going to be the entry. So we'll have to watch this up into the London Open. All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs on a Monday. Not a lot going on. I'm glad to see we got some price action in the charts, and we have some data to move some price today, so it's all looking pretty good so far. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me on November 30th, 2015, on a Monday in the Asia session. Yes, I do record this during the Asia session. Traders, please come visit us at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. All right, traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you about 24 hours from now when we put up the next one for tomorrow. Traders, have a great day. Grab those profits, and we'll catch you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.